Good morning, Miss Paula. How are you? Welcome in. Happy Friday. How's everything going? Whew. Would you be able to say that time has grown wings? Time is flying. I'm like, wow, what happened? Yeah, time has gotten wings, seems like. You had an excellent dishwashing session on yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yes. Good morning, Miss Veronica. How are you? Hey. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good morning, Rebecca. Welcome in. What's going on? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I was just saying, look like time has grown some wings and because it's flying. Time is flying. And I'm like, oh my God, you know. Remember when you were 16 or 17? And you were saying, I can't wait till I get 18. And then when you turned 18, time just took up wings. Thank you, Miss Veronica. This is my office, my YouTube studio, my craft room, and where I hang out where I want to relax when I want to relax. Good morning, JC. Happy Friday. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Yeah. Woo. JC. I bet you JC say, where did time go? Time just been flying. I'm like, slow down. You know, as slow as I already am, time is moving way faster than I am. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So what's going on, you guys? Good morning, Grant. My new person gained confidence. Your new person gained confidence. That's good because I'm still kind of working on that, you know. Whenever it's time to go live, I get these butterflies and stuff, and I'm like, why? Why are you doing that? You know. But it's just a thing, you know, when we sit before other people on camera. I think it would be way different if, we were in a room face to face. I think it would be different. JC said, oh, time just moves us along. I have a theory on time. It appears to move faster. Yes. Yes. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not ready yet. I'm just not ready yet. You know, I want to cruise through it. I don't want to speed up, you know. Yeah. Who is your best friend, Veronica? I haven't seen my best friend in a while. Who's your best friend? Yeah. Paula said, I've been for a walk. Now I'm recliner surfing. Yes. Later on today, I'm just gonna get in the recliner where that I used to be in when I was in recovery and just Xavier. I'm just gonna chill right there for a couple hours. Xavier, okay. Xavier, Veronica's best friend. Yes. Okay, so what do you guys think about hold on one sec. As we get older, less our time is segment and we lose track of time, but we still have the same hours of the day as we always had. Yes. But if I was to tell the story, I would say somebody was messing with it and speeded it up. You know, But yeah, we all have the same 24 hours, no matter what part of the map we're on, it's still the same 24 hours. Yes. Oh, wow. Rebecca said, I'm listening from the car body shop. I will be popping in and out, but I'm here in the spirit the whole time. Okay, that's fine. Amen. I don't know what we're going to get into today, but I put a title up there: Identity, Growth, and the Seasons That Shape Us. you know. So I wonder what you all think about that title. And then I went a little bit further and said, well, who were you before this? And before this is like maybe before this year or before 2 years ago. It could be any time window, but who you were before some change happened in your life. So that's what I mean by that. um yes, so I'm just curious to know what you all think about that. you know Identity, growth, the seasons that shape us. Even who you were before marriage, before you got married, or before you got divorced, maybe, you know before you had children. Paula said, my identity was completely wrapped up in being a elementary school counselor. And then you retired, right? So now that you have retired, do you still operate in in a counseling mode, even if it's just, in your daily engagement with other people? Or, what is it like, now that you're not exactly with the children? Yes, retired. So do you still find yourself in counselor mode sometimes in your engagements with other people? Let me know. JC. Oh, do I have children, Veronica? Oh, okay, hold on. Let's see. Veronica got questions. I love questions. I have one son and I have three grandchildren, three boys. And before I had my son, my life was totally different, and then even more different after I had him. And I am on chapter 64 of my life. I just turned 64 2 days ago. So that's where I'm at. And with that change, as time continues to go by, I think I've gotten a little more wisdom, because I was a very impulsive person growing up. So you're totally done with counseling, right? So I can't come and sit on your couch, Paula? Oh, okay, Jane. Okay. Totally done with counseling. Okay, Paula. So you're saying I'm not going to be able to come and sit on your couch, or lay on your couch, or get in your recliner and get some counseling. Okay, I can. Yeah, because I need some. I always need some counseling, girl. Yes, yes. So, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that and see where everybody is in their life. We'll just eat and watch YouTube. Okay. I like, I had told you guys before, I have been watching people's channels, for different things for 15, 16 years and stuff. And it was like my TV, my news, my movies. because YouTube do have some channels that show movies. Yes, Miss Veronica, I do have a husband, and I will be having my 6-year anniversary on Sunday. So I had a birthday on Wednesday. I had a stoma versary yesterday, and then Sunday I'll have my 6-year anniversary, marriage anniversary. So that's what's going on with me. Now my identity is retired senior lady with YouTube channel. And okay, yes, Paula, with my favorite thing. Let me tell you what my favorite thing is on your channel. Well, two things. I have two things that I like. Thank you, Paula, that I love about your channel. And that's when you're out with Rambo and you guys are out walking and Rambo is leaving you and going off and stuff. And then he gets wherever he gets, waiting for you to catch up. I love that. And I love the dishwashing series. I think that's a series, correct? But I love the dishwashing series because when you're in the kitchen and you're washing dishes and someone is there that's talking to you, some good conversations happen in the kitchen. So I love that. So I'm always looking for your dishwashing lives. And I was a little concerned when you were like on a little mini vacation from doing the dishwashing live. So I'm glad you came back to it. Who's copying you, Veronica? Who's copying you? Yeah. So, but let's see. What can I say about growth or okay. What can I say about who I was before the ostomy, before getting diagnosed with the cancer and then having the permanent colostomy? I think that I was more focused on getting things done for other people. Like it was maybe a year before I got diagnosed that I had started working remote. But prior to that, before that year, I was working in a facility. And Paula said, I went through an unmotivated period. I feel motivated again. Great. I can feel your motivation too, because I had a good time yesterday. But before that, I was always at work. And, I was working in a facility that holds 200 men. So I was always moving around when I wasn't in my office doing the actual one-on-one sessions with them or the therapy, but just moving around a lot. And I was 100% dedicated to that part of my life. But after the diagnosis and now living with the bag, I feel more interested in, if that's a good word, more interested in myself and more interested in what I want to do for me. So that's something that has changed in my life. You went through puberty. How old are you, Veronica? Yeah, puberty and adolescence is a very interesting time. My mom had an explanation for that, for sure. So how old are you, Veronica? But yeah, so that changed in my life. And some parts of me prior to all of that is still with me because I still want to help people and I still want to be supportive to others. I just want to do it in a different way and not always have to be hands-on, face to face. You know, I found out with the YouTube channel that I could do a lot of that support and helping remotely. Yeah. So, Miss Paula loves your name. So tell me how old you are, Veronica. So yeah, that's one part of me that has changed. Good morning, Cheryl. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. And I still can't get done with playing that song. I'll probably be playing it forever. I love it. It really touches the heart of me. Yes, yes, yes. So surely, Cheryl, if you have taken notice, Cheryl, I know you just got here, but the topic, well, the title that I put for the channel is Identity Growth in the Seasons That Shape Us. So, and then I asked the question, who were you before this? So the before this could be, the year before where we are today. It could have been 5 years ago. It could have been 5 days ago. Just who were you then and, where are you now? And is any part of your then still with you now? So yeah, so the help that I wanted to provide for people is still here, but I want to do it more remotely than hands-on, you know. So that's something that has changed. But I think the seasons that shaped my life was my childhood, my very, 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 very younger years. My childhood is what shaped me, even though the shape is changing too, because when you become an adult and you're making decisions that may not necessarily line up with things that you were raised in too. Yes. Who were you before you became a rebounder? Ooh, good question, Paula. I want to hear this. Okay, Cheryl. So you. But yeah, I'm gonna put let me see if I can put this. Let's see if it's still here. Yeah, it's still here. I'm gonna put it in the chat again. I think yes. See if we can fill in this blank. Cheryl says, sorry, working, gotta go. Hopefully I'll be back. Okay, so Cheryl has to go, Paula. So maybe when she comes back, she'll be able to answer your question. So, Paula, tell me what it was like when you were a counselor with the kids. What was it like working in the school? Ooh, James JC said, I'm trying to think about who I was before. I sort of think I'm the same person at my core, but refined and molded. Exactly, exactly. Because you're rooted and grounded in, your values and how you were reared up. But we kind of change shapes a little bit as we grow and as we, become adults, and then the life that we're living, we is our shape is a little different, you know same core, different shapes. Grant said, I like to say my personality is still the same as before. My weight loss and health improvement, but gained confidence and energy. Yes. So our shape, is shaping, our life is still shaping us. I like to think of it that way. And, though we're rooted, and grounded, like my personality is basically the same. Well, I don't know. I'm going to take that back because my personality now is a little more mature. I'm not as impulsive as I was before. And even that some of that impulsiveness was in my late adulthood, that window as I was still older, like 40s, 50s. But I was impulsive and I reacted more than I responded. So the shape that I'm having now is more responsive than reactive. Yes, that's interesting to think about. Some people do seem to change a lot after a significant weight loss. Yeah, yeah, because no matter what people say, when you're having a weight issue, people will say, "Oh, it's okay," and "Oh, whatever they say, to make you feel comfortable about your weight, but you're not comfortable with it." And so as you lose the weight, what did I do? As you lose the weight, I hid that. As you lose the weight, you feel better about yourself. And it does boost your confidence and it does raise you up and make you feel more open about going more places, doing more things, and engaging more people, and which is an enhancement to your life, you know. Good morning, Layla. Welcome in. Grant said, I never want to ever turn into someone that becomes rocky or arrogant. Grant, and you won't. Surely you won't. You have a great personality, very from where I'm sitting, very humble, I'm not gonna say shy, but you're like, kind of not cocky at all. No. Layla's saying hi to everybody. Good to see you, Layla. Yeah, I used to be so reactive and just you just couldn't say anything. I'll be like, what you say? But now is more of a yes and amen for me now. Okay, Paula. Paula's going to tell us now. My former supervisor lost 40 pounds and started telling us all what to eat. You was like, what? Just because you did it, now you want to give it to me to do, instead of letting me do my own thing, my own path. Ah, yes. Yes. My confidence is kind of different in different situations, I guess. When I can walk into a room and I can engage and be comfortable with talking to anyone. It's the camera thing for me. It's like, because I don't know really why that is, but it's like butterflies every time, it's camera time. And that's something that I want to grow out of, and I want it to be the same as it is if I walked into the room, you know. because I definitely like who I am, and but I want to be gracious, and I want to be kind, and I want to be a person that other people can engage. And after my life, my the other 30 years of my life where, I was doing all kinds of stuff, and my name was not such a good name to hear. I always say now in my life on this side that I never want to lose my good name again. So I'm very mindful about that, because I didn't always have a good name, you know. Woo. And I really that's a whole different chapter. That's a whole different channel, the person who I was before. Always, Grant. And another thing, just know this, you guys, all of you guys. If I say something nice to you, it's because I really mean it. I really, really mean it. And it's how I really see you and how I really feel about you. I don't just say stuff because I should, or this is a nice thing to say, but it's how I really think and how I really feel. Yes. So breathing techniques can help calm nerves, as well as asking yourself, what's the worst that could happen, which usually is never really bad. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know that, but it's like, oh, but then once I get here and, get in there, I'm still me, and I'm okay. It's just um it's a camera thing. It's just a camera thing. But whether it is or not, I'm still going to show up, and I'm still going to go forward and try to do more things, especially if I'm thinking that it's going to be for the good of someone else. I'm definitely going to do it. So, but thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah. So, Grant, when is the next live? I really need to learn about what you guys are doing with your weight loss, and uh the journey that your life is on and stuff. And like I said, even if I miss the live or miss a live, I'm a replay queen. I love to watch replays. I love to go back and watch videos and stuff like that. So especially when I have a lot of time off, like I've been having this past week, I just been on a jumping around to different channels and stuff. I really enjoy it. Going live 8 p.m. Sunday night. Okay, so yes, that's going to be a regular thing. Lab results from this week. I will be tuning in. I'll be there. I missed the notification yesterday, so I went and did a refresh um, so that I could get the notifications, because yesterday I didn't get it. And Paula's going to be there. Paula likes to review products too. That's a cool thing. So when my friend comes back this weekend from her trip to Ontario, I'm going to ask her to send you some body butter, and I'll put some candles in there so you can test those products and see how you like it. And Paula does great reviews. Your reviews, Paula, are, like more sleek and smooth. And I love how you do your reviews. So what's going on, Layla, in the ostomy life? Where are you with your challenges? I know you had I think 10 that you were to do. So where are you now? Because I've been seeing that, seeing you pop up, but not really seeing what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the plan. And so you can tell us what it's really like, because I know you're gonna tell the truth, you know. And it'll be a good time to get some cool stuff, you know. Like the Happy Meal. Wasn't that something? The Happy Meal was awesome. Yeah, so Layla, tell me what's going on. Who were you before this? And that the before could be at any time before, I should say, this moment. Okay, let's see. I have a video coming out on Sunday about playing soccer with an ostomy. And then the following Sunday, a video about sleeping on my belly. I managed to get to the left side. That's my favorite side to be sleeping on too. So finally, I'm doing that. I can't wait to see. How was your chicken yesterday, Paula? Oh yeah, Paula did. Was it Cornish hens? Turned out great. Yeah, Paula was in the kitchen cooking. That's something I need to evolve into. I'm still not cooking. I used to have a cook for a few years and stuff, but I stopped doing that because I swore that I was going to start cooking, but I still haven't done it yet. The husband was happy. That's good. So what part of your past person were you able to keep with you? Who you were before. What did you bring into your now? What was you able to keep of that personality or that person? I'm gonna pop it back in here one more time. What parts of that person are still with you? What parts change? What did you gain that you didn't have? Oh, that's a good question. So there's the question again. Wisdom, I would say, the old person, I wasn't wise. I was impulsive. I was just willy-nilly running around just doing, oh, that seemed cool. Let me try. Let me try this. Let me do this. I was a bit reserved before now. I'm getting myself out there now, especially on YouTube. I used I used to second guess myself all the time too much. Now I'm like, whatever, fear is limiting. Yes, yes. It's like I'm showing up. This is me, and I'm showing up, and I'm here, and what I'm showing up for is important to me. And it's important to other people, whether we know it or not. You know, Someone told me this morning that that I was helping them more than I could ever know. So, yeah, I'm showing up even when um, I never really was reserved. It's just only when I know I'm being filmed, even if I'm filming myself. It's just like, but other than that, I'm just like, hey, you know, I'm here. Living full. I heard fear is an invitation on Julie Jordan Scott's video. I love that. Yeah. But we're not fearful. We're just coming out of reservation. Coming out of reservation, yes. But I'm out here, I'm me, and I love who I am now. And I brought a lot of that person that I was before. There were some good parts in there, so I brought those with me. Good morning, Jackie. Welcome in. How are you? We're talking, Jackie, about identity, growth, and the seasons that shaped us. We're talking about who we were before this moment, before this year, before last year, who we were, and what we're doing now. Okay, Jackie, I know you're at work. Have a good day, and thank you for showing up to say hello. I appreciate that. It's always good to see you. I've always been a playful person, and that will always be a part of my personality. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm silly a lot off camera. I'm always, making my husband be like, "Girl, go sit down." I'm always doing something goofy, and I love to have fun. I got a party tonight too. My sister is having a birthday tonight, my baby sister, and so I'm going to be a mess tonight. I'm going to have fun, especially since it's not in we're going to have it at her son's house opposed to going to some establishment. So I really just can 100% let my hair down. Enjoyed being on Kendi K with you last night. Hated I had to leave early. Well, it was good, wasn't it? But we left shortly after you had to go. We left shortly after that. I believe she was really tired too. Um, but it was nice. And that was another thing because she's always asking for us to come up, and sometimes I'm just thinking, you don't have to telling myself, you don't have to do everything. You don't have to be out front about everything, always being in the center of everything. But because I had not done it before, and when I did do it, it was a bad echo because I didn't know that you're supposed to mute whatever stream you're on in order to go into that stream. So I learned that. So I was like, let me just go throw on a hat and throw on a top because I was actually in my pajamas. So, but it was nice, and I was glad to be there. I'm always glad to be with you guys, no matter who's live or whose form it is. I'm always glad to be there. I'm having the time of my life right now, and that's a part of me that has changed because I'm more about what I want, especially after surviving cancer. I'm like, these years going forward is all about what I think is best for me, what I want to do for me. I want to do more for myself. And I want to enjoy whatever time I have left. I want to enjoy it. And I'm going to do that, even if I have to give up something or someone. I'm going to do it because I'm grateful that I had another opportunity to live. And so I'm going to live it. And I am going to retire and do more things that I want to do, that belong to me and not belong to the company or belong to the organization. Is going to belong, the things that belong to me. That's where I'm at right now. And that's who I am today. Yes. Life sure has a way of altering perspective. Yes. Yes, it does. And most often it's for our good, it's time to step up, step out, and do the things that is purposed for our life anyway. Because we're here for a purpose, you know. And when we line up with that, we get the best of both worlds. When we line up with the purpose, when we find out what that purpose is. But I have a few more years, maybe 3 years, until I get to legal retirement. What society says is the designated age for retiring, and then it may happen before that, depending on what's going on in my life and what's coming up. But I'm going to do the things that I want to do, no matter what, you know, and I'm okay with it. I just don't want to spend it, giving it all, pouring all of everything into something or someone else, and basically that's these, the establishments that we serve in, is what I mean by that. So before diagnosis, who were you before? If you were diagnosed with something, who were you before that? Um, if you were married and got divorced, who were you before that? Who were you before being a caregiver for someone else? Who were you before that? What was your life doing before that? You know, before children. Who were you before children? Before college? You know, those are the things. What was it like before that? My some of my befores are not even the rating. The rating is too high for this channel, so I can't share everything. But yeah, I was in my younger time. Whew, even the way you dress. Do you dress different than you did 15 years ago? Do you eat different than you ate 15 years ago or 5 years ago? Miss Paula, Sandra, really great question to ponder. Maybe I'll start putting out stuff a little bit earlier before we come, because some of these things we do have to think about. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot, a lot to think about, and it's a lot to discuss. Maybe we can also come back to it, and on one of those times when we're not just randomly having fun. Yes, here we go. Rebecca, I found that I'm less of a workaholic now and spend more time on creative endeavors. Yes. And how does it feel? Does it feel more fulfilling and or more less pressure? Yeah. Yeah, Paula, instead of the night before, I'm going to do it a little earlier. And that way we'll have more time to think about it, you know. And it's just to kind of get the thoughts flowing and get the just bringing things to our attention. Okay. Grant said, before losing our first child, I never realized how precious life is. Afterwards, we were reminded how much we are blessed each day we have. Amen. Yeah, and having that sort of loss, how in the world can someone else that hasn't experienced that, how can they comfort you, and how can they support you and help you, or walk through life with you, knowing that that loss is there? How do we support in that way? And as you already know, your loss has, since the first time that you shared it, has always been right here with me. I had I would have had 4 grandsons, but we lost one, and that loss is still here in my heart, but it does propel me. That's another thing that propels me to live my best life and embrace life and not take advantage of life, because we just don't know, you know. We really don't know how precious it is until something happens that causes us to lose it, or lose some part of it. Okay. So, yes, more time to experience who I really am, and not what other people want from me. Absolutely. Yeah, because we'll give it all away. And you know, the life can get sucked out of us that way. And we don't, we'll get to a place where we can't do some of the things that we wanted to do. We'll get to that place in life, and then we'll have I wish I had done this and I wish I had done that, you know. So Grant says, people supported us by their supportive actions. There were no words. Amen. They were doing and not saying. Yeah. Rebecca says, I'm sorry for your loss, Grant. Yes. JC is back. Yes, it's deep. It's deep. And we've tried to take the good out of that experience and be there for others going through it if they need us. We never force ourselves on people. Right. Right. Sometimes it's just, just sitting there with them and without words, just knowing that you're there sometime is enough. Yes. Okay. Hey, sure, you made it back. It's funny how we're working and YouTubing at the same time. That's what we do. But that's why I love the community. And good morning, Rhonda. Welcome in. Welcome in. That's why I love the community so much. Even if it is a virtual community, it doesn't feel virtual or distance. I feel connected. I feel connected, and I could be on here if I didn't have other things to do. I could be on here all day. Good to see you, Rhonda. I got to catch up with the chat. I encourage people to live to the fullest in their present capacity. Don't put limitations. Exactly. Don't put limitations. That's where Layla talks about not limiting herself. Welcome in. Welcome in, Lala. How are you? Let's see here. Cheryl said, I'm in my mind, you're a full-time rebounder. You have a real job. Yes, yes, yes. And I love the rebounder. And even though my doctor told me to get off of it for a couple days, I still got on it and did the push-ups on the edge, you know. But after Monday, after I go in, I should be okay. It's just sciatica. I've always had problems with my spine, and so it was acting up over the past week and a half. So it was like time to chill a little bit. This is coming from perspective of being who knows how many minutes from death at 14. When I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, only the grace of God, dad speeding, police escort, and the doctors. Yeah, you see that? Amen. It's only the grace of God that we're here, and so we need to, you know, give what we can, but we have to keep ourselves filled up, and we have to be appreciative to what God has given us. And we have to manage that, and be good to ourselves as we go along. We can't just be frivolously uh, pouring out, and wasting of the life. We have to embrace it and cherish it, and we can still do that, and give a portion to others. And that's what we're actually doing right now. Each part of our lives is being impacted by the lives of everyone else is in this circle. And we need to do that, but we need to be appreciative of what has been given to us. And I'm gonna just tell you, Jane, with those chickens, I live in the city, and I grew up in the city. And every now and then in the morning, someone in the neighborhood had a chicken, and I would hear a chicken crow, but I never saw the chicken. I never saw the life of chickens. And when I see what you're doing, and knowing the names of have named all these different chickens, you have so many, and their names, their personality, that's amazing to me. And I feel like that was your life was given to me so that I could have something to enjoy and be amazed about. And that's why I'm always talking about the different. I never saw different color eggs before. All I seen was train tracks and people doing negative things to each other in the community where I grew up. So to see a life, so to me it looks serene, and you're providing care for these chickens and stuff. I'm just like, wow. I'm just outdone with that, where to someone else it may not even mean so much. But that's what it's about. Yes. Let's see what Paul is saying. In my mind, oh yeah, I put that up there. Paula is Cheryl is a full-time rebounder now. Happy Friday, everyone. It is definitely a happy Friday. And at the end of the day, when I look back and before I lay down every day, I think about how I have been blessed to have the channel and to be connected to all the wonderful people that I have met here. It's just crazy. I came here to share the story and to help other people who live with the ostomy and other illnesses. But it has gotten bigger, bigger and greater than even that. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So let's see what I got. What surprised you about who you became? Were you surprised when you had a significant change in your life from where you were to where you are, right now? Were you surprised by it, or did you just evolve and it was just like, oh, just casual? I'm surprised. I'm totally surprised about I'm going to share it one day. A couple of you guys have already gotten my book where I share another part of my life story, but everyone has not. And eventually, you know, when it does come out in or when I do share it, I should say, you'll be able to see the difference in the thing that we're talking about today, where I was in my life then and where I am now, what I brought with me and what I left behind. But I was always what my dad would say, a nice girl, and my mom would say an impulsive girl, naive girl. So um, I brought that love for people. I've always had that, and which is more like my dad. And my mom was like that kind of thing, that kind of person. She was like, "Girl, please, So I brought some good things with me, and I left a lot of not so good things behind. But a lot of how I'm shaped, or how I was shaped in my upbringing, those good things I brought with me. And yes, uh, I think I'm doing pretty doggone good. Before college, uh, did anybody go to college? Who went to college? Who went to college? That's I'm gonna go turn the heater off and tell me who went to college. I'll be right back. Who went to college? Did anybody go to college? Y'all see Lazy Daisy sitting up here? Okay, y'all talk to me. Oh, I missed all kind of stuff. Auntie in the house. Hey, Auntie. I didn't scroll my chat. Sorry. Everybody speaking. Okay, let's see. Cheryl. Oh yes, for sure. I was in the world doing things I should not have been doing. God totally transformed me. For that, I owe him everything. Yes, ma'am. CC BB and CC Winans wrote a song a long time ago called "I Know I Owe You Me." Yeah, we owe it all to him. Rhonda says, "I am in awe of how different I am from the woman I used to be 30 years ago." Yeah, even the high heel shoes has gone away from me. Ah, yes. Grant said, "Who's having a group live? Who's having a group live?" Jackie eats different. Who's having a group live? I eat a bit different because I eat less pork. Do you feel better, in your body now that you have left that particular meat alone? Do you feel better? Let's see. I am surprised as well. I started to zoom out and see what is actually important. I thought a body change will affect my self-esteem and confidence, but the opposite happened, right? Yes. I'm wearing more crop tops now than I was when I was 16. you know, I have yeah, gutless. I have more, my dress code, like that video, that little clip I did with the bathing suit, that blue thing, that was for the Ostamates who are still younger, and so that they are not hiding their, the fact that they have an ostomy. That's what that was for. But even though go swimming, I'm not going to be wearing that, because I've outgrown that at chapter 64. But I do wear more, I dress different. I dress different. Tonight at 6 EST, a few ladies do a Friday night live. Yes, and Rhonda and Paula is on that panel. They do a live and stuff, and they be talking about some good stuff. JC went to college and graduated. Who else went to college? JC, how old were you when you went to college? Did you go at the traditional age, or did you go at a later time? I went to college, Northeastern for undergraduate, at St. John's for master's. Did you finish, Layla? Of course you did. But tell me anyway. Let's see. Oh, cool, on your channel. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there go Lazy Daisy. Now I went and got me a t-shirt. Next thing you know, I'll have a cup and a hat and a and a this and a that. And I'm going to do a little more ostomy related things with Lazy Daisy. So on the channel. Paula went to college at 25 for her first degree. What did you get your degree in, Paula? And 38 for your master's degree. Okay. Ooh, I missed a lot of chat. There's my girl, Rhyme. Wait, let me see if I can click on here. Good morning, Rhyme. So I was not able to say her name. This is Reflections Rhythm. So I was on her live last night and I asked what her name was. And she told me her name, and my mind did a somersault. So we decided that I would call her Rhyme. And so welcome in, Rhyme. We're just talking about the changes that we have evolved in our lives, our identity, our growth, and the seasons in our life that has shaped us. We're talking about that and who we were before now and before this moment or before last week or before last year. Karen at YouTube over 40 is the host. We all stream it to our channels. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's see what I miss. Okay. Miss Paula says, Grant, we have fun. Next month, we'll make 1 year of our Friday night group lives. And Paula does a lot of the moderating, seems like, on that channel too. Because when we come into the chat, it's Paula usually that's talking to us and responding to our chats for that Friday night. Yes, 18 for undergrad, took a 2-year break, and then did grad school in the mid-20s. Awesome. Awesome. So who you were when you were in college and who you are now is two different people, but with the same morals, values, and you still have that, your root. College didn't uproot you. I miss what you asked me. So I was just asking about when you went to school and what's different from your time in college. Did you go to college at a traditional age, or was it later? And now that where you are now with it, this is a time when I don't type in the chat that much, so I lose thoughts too. Rhythm and Reflection has the best worship, meditation, music on her channel. Is just so refreshing. And I mentioned it last week too, that when I had my dog, I would just turn on her channel and just let the music play, and my dog, she would just calm down because she was crazy, just all the time. So that channel was very instrumental and helpful to my dog during that time when I had her. Grant, what degrees do you have, Jen? Yeah, let's talk about the degrees. What degrees do we have? And Cheryl says she dropped out of college and didn't go back. And Miss G said, wow, 1 year already, Miss Paula. Yes, amazing. We at the very beginning of this session, I was talking about how time has taken up wings and is just flying. Time is flying by, you know. I can't even keep up with my thoughts sometimes. Everything is moving so fast. We were all so nervous on the first one. I bet. And you know, like I was saying earlier as well, if I get into a room, I'm okay. I'm okay. But something about the camera just makes it, a little different. I'll just say a little different. But I don't know, it's the camera, I guess. Paula does a great job with interacting with the chats on that live. Yeah, she seems to be more active on that. Rhonda, more reflective. You are so natural. That's why you are getting the eyeglasses collab. Son, such a natural. Yes. Yes. I gotta get eyeglasses, that are summary, but I just need to have my prescriptions put in there. I can't see nothing without my glasses. Some dogs and animals need deliverance from demons, Cheryl said. Yeah. Like Kobe across the street from me, who he comes over here every night. And sometimes when I step out of the house to go on the front porch to get fresh air, Kobe is like right there. And I'm like, how did you get out? And it's a big German Shepherd dog. I'll be like, oh my God. But Kobe is sweet. Social and cultural anthropology, undergrad, and public policy graduate. I can basically run a small country. Well, go ahead on, JC. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes. That's some good stuff right there. JC say I prefer the lives than vlogs. I will do I will, Lord help me. I will and do talk about anything. So what's the difference between what exactly is a vlog? Is it the vlog where you go and you show different things? What is more motion? What exactly is a vlog? So we got blog, what we know is written. The vlog is something else. What is it? That's what I'm talking about. JC. Let me see. What is Grant? Same here, Jen. Reflection says, sure is sometimes pets are going wild. Yeah. And my dog, her name was San. And she was just a baby. She was only like 2 years old. I got her when she was before she had turned 1. And very, very active dog. Cockapoo and golden doodle mix. So vlogs are pre-recorded video long form. Okay. Pre-recorded video long form. Paula says, I got to run. See you next time, Sandra. Awesome live today. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me, Paula, and I will see you in the YouTube streets. I don't like editing for the videos. I know, right? So that's what makes the lives better too. You don't how do you even, well, some people can edit a live, I guess, but why? I just like going live unedited. Yes. Yes. And I like to do because the lives can be so long, I like to do the replays on those because like if you're working and listening or driving and listening, you still don't have 100% focus on what's happening in the live. And so going back for the replays is a good thing for me. I love to do that. Layla says, vlogs remind me of everyday life shots. Yeah, so I don't know if Dora's, well, no, Dora's lives are lives and stuff, but very adventurous. Yeah, the everyday life shots. I don't know. Lives is I like lives because I get to talk to, do the chat thing instead of once you have a video and somebody comes and they watch your video and then they make the comment, sometimes during that time you may have consistent uh engagement, if depending on when you saw the chat or saw the comment, because somebody could have done that comment 3 hours ago and now they're somewhere else. But if someone comments and you respond, you're there right there. If they're still there, you could get the engagement right then and there. So it's cool for that. But for me, the replays on the lives is what I like to do. But the lives are, when I have you guys here right at the moment and somebody says something and then somebody else says something, and is the engagement is right there in the moment, and I love that. But the videos, we need those videos, because that's when we get to also reflect on what is being shared, and take in what is whatever the video is about. We get to take that in, and we get to engage with it on our own time, and it becomes a good time for reflection too. So I like that. Blog, a video blog, long form recordings of thoughts or experiences. But as JC said, it's pre-recorded. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I get it. Pre-recorded though. Yeah, a lot of people do those. I'm like, they coming up with all these different terms: blog posts, vlogs, lives, videos, premiere. Now, what's the difference between a long form video and just a long form video that you put out, and you, when you uploaded it, you just say you scheduled it as that is going to come out at this time on this day. So, and then some of them say premiere. What's the difference in the premiere? I'm like, what does that mean? I for me to be so young, I'm so behind. I'm like, what does that mean? I'm always saying, what is this? What is that? But I'm learning a lot here in the YouTube world. I've always been on the other side, watching and learning. So I wonder what I could just Google it, but since some of you guys do premiere, you could just tell me what it is. Yeah. So, and also, what do you guys have going for the weekend? What's going to happen tomorrow and Sunday if anybody has the weekends off before we go back to work? I guess premiere is just a spotlight. I also don't know. So Rhyme wants to know too. So what are you guys going to do this weekend or in the rest of this day? I have a lot of things that I want to do. If it's beautiful outside tomorrow, I may go back out in the backyard again and set up my table and just chill back there and go live vertical. I'm thinking of doing that instead of doing it in here. And then Monday, I'm back to work, and I have a doctor's appointment Monday as well. So I'm going to maximize this weekend. I have a party tonight at my sister's birthday. Spring forward, lose an hour of sleep. Yeah. Spring up, fall back, right? Grant said, I get to watch the kids while Christy goes to Brandon Lake concert with friends tomorrow. Woo. So that means that the kids are going to get to have and do extra fun stuff that they don't usually get to do, probably, right? That's what happens when I have my three sons, my grandsons. Um, they get all and have all and do all of the things that mom and dad don't let them do. So when I get with them, they get to do it. Yeah. Finish working remotely, swim class in the morning, edit videos, cleaning, and then it will be Monday. Yes. Okay. So, but it seemed pretty it's not too much to do except the editing, maybe. Um when I clean up, I clean real slow. It take me a whole day just to do 2 rooms. So I'm slow with everything I do. But I'm going to maximize the rest of my time off, my little mini vacation that I had, and I'll be having another one in May. So um, I got all kind of PTO hours. On YouTube, a premiere is a feature that allows creators to schedule a pre-recorded video to be released at a specific time, creating a live shared shared viewing experience with real-time audience chats. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Layla, did you know that? I didn't know that. I didn't know what it was. And so I never clicked on it because I was like, why would you click on that and you don't know what it means? You know. Grant said, absolutely, Sandra. Yeah, so this is going to be fun. Yay for the kids. They probably happy and can't wait. Yeah. Viewers can comment and interact with each other and the creator during the premiere, enhancing engagement. Oh, I like that. Yeah. See how we learn stuff? Yeah. So, but it's pre-recorded, but if you put it in Premiere, when it's played, it will be played live and you can have the engagement. Oh, you know I want to do that, right? I want to do that. I'm looking forward to that's so good to know. That's so good to know. So let's see, what time is it? 9:47 here in California. So it's afternoon for some people. Now we know, yes, now we know, Rhyme. So we could do Premiere and Rhyme. Now that you got all your stuff fixed, I'm looking forward to your next live. You know, I know last night was a lot of making adjustments and getting it set up. So when you go live, I'm going to see the alert and I will join you. Yeah, so the premieres is cool. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to do the vertical thing tomorrow if the sun is shining. The sun is out now. It was pretty hot yesterday with a little breeze. But hopefully tomorrow I can get out in the backyard and go live. Yeah, last night was random. Yeah, and that's cool. That was cool. I got a chance to meet some of your people and everything. So, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to everything, you guys. And again, as I always say, I love the engagement. I love the time. In the lives, I love them because even though a topic may be there, maybe not, we could do and talk about whatever we want. The only thing I don't like about scheduling, doing the video, after you do the video, you still have to go into the system and type in the title, the description, and do all that stuff. I don't like that stuff. I'm just like, can we just get on with it? I don't like filling out the form, So it's time consuming, and the editing is time consuming too. Sometimes I just let the thing go, So I'm going to go ahead and go into the next phase of this wonderful Friday afternoon. And I want to thank you guys for being here again with me today. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys tomorrow if I do the vertical live. You should create templates for yourself when filling out the descriptions, and just as necessary. I do, and it's still annoying. I do. I have a whole file of templates and stuff in there, and I just go in. My thumbnails too. Sometimes I have templates for those too, and it just annoys me. I just want to do the video and put it there, but that's just the bucking up against structure, sometimes. So, but I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm going to go ahead on and move on to the rest of this day and get my mind ready for, I'm going to be with my family tonight at my sister's party. So, what it's like being with family for some of us. I don't know if it's like that for everybody, but, but I'm going to enjoy myself, enjoy her birthday. And I will see you guys either tomorrow and for sure next Friday. And have a beautiful rest of your day. Blessings on everybody, their lives, your children, and everything that is precious to you. I bless it on this day. I'll see you guys soon. Living it stronger.